You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Gene. Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's Halt and Catch Fire After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's Halt and Catch Fire After Show.
Hey there, Halt and Catch Fire fans. Welcome to AfterBuzz TV. We're talking about the Season 1 finale of Halt and Catch Fire, Season 1, Episode 10, 1984. I'm Matt Lieberman. Joining me, as always, the panel's here. We got the bad boy of indie comedy, Jesse Klein.
Yeah, whatever.
Yael Tygiel's here.
Hi, everybody.
Isaac Johnson's here.
Hey, boys.
And once again in the studio, a very special guest, Bianca Malinowski.
Just here again.
Yeah. Who plays Debbie on the show. Thank you so much for coming back.
Thank you.
And talking about
Thank
the
you.
finale with us.
I know, it's exciting.
Yeah. So, folks, how do we feel about this finale? And maybe you can talk to us a little bit about maybe the feeling was on set while you were doing this last episode. Dark ending.
Yeah.
Really dark.
Real dark. A little bit.
Real dark.
Dark with a side of hope.
Yeah. I mean,
Dark with a side of hope.
we finally got Donna and Cameron working together for the
Yes.
common good to create the internet.
Yeah. Yes.
Like they were always intended to.
And we got Joe looking for the stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And potentially, now I thought his mom was dead, but there's a woman who manages this this telescope.
Yeah.
So this observatory.
Yeah.
So maybe she's not dead.
I think he was told she was dead by his father, but
Right.
I think his dad's just a big old liar.
And she's still alive even to this day.
Yeah.
I disagree. I think that he was saying when he went on his trip to look for people, he was looking for people who knew his mother. So I think
Maybe
that
this is
there's a
just
woman who knew his mother. I think she's dead, guys.
Yeah.
Well,
all
well, we found out that she was.
Oh, wait.
Oh, no.
Somebody knows him?
Ooh.
I thought it was his mom. Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'm wrong.
We found out that he found out that his mom was dead years after she died, because his dad lied about that. And so who knows? Like, since it's just a bunch of
Those people could be
lies.
wrong too.
Yeah.
I thought he thought she was dead years before she actually died.
Oh, maybe it was one of those.
Well, that's the thing.
So
when he
many
was a kid,
lies.
he was
Yeah.
told that she was dead.
Right.
And then years later, as an adult, he found out
That she'd only recently died.
yeah, or that she was
Right.
alive. And then while he was looking for her, he found out that she was
Look, the
dead.
layers of lies that we have to peel back in the MacMillan
Perhaps
family.
Joe has been Joed.
Yeah, Isaac, what did you think of the
nice.
finale?
I thought it was pretty great.
Yeah, fitting.
I liked it a lot. I liked seeing Debbie in the episode
Yeah.
quite a bit.
Yeah.
Although apparently she has no respect for
No respect
property.
for
computers.
Cardiff Electric.
I don't care about computers.
She's been trashing her computer. in
Yeah,
her room.
we're gonna find out exactly what you did to that computer.
What did you do?
What did you do?
Joe, like, broke into my home and destroyed it.
Yeah, he could have.
Could have.
Yeah.
It's his MO.
He was very, very pleased and self-assured when he found out that they'd have months to repair the problem.
Yeah.
Are we discussing the computer now?
We're gonna get to
All
it.
right, 'cause I have stuff to say.
Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
we start this week with Donna and Gordon Gordon is still. He's upset, but at the same time, he's not anymore.
Yeah.
I think just because he's so happy about the computer, the giant being about to launch, he's still sleeping on the couch, and she's like, "No, I'm tired of this, Gordon. I want my husband back. You're sleeping in bed with me." And he's like, "I'm still mad at you."
She laughs at him.
Yeah, because she's like, "I know you're trying to hold on to this grudge, but this is about to be the best time in your life. Enjoy it with me."
And what exactly is he still upset about? I mean, she kissed Hunt, but
Yeah.
that was about as far as it went.
Yeah, but it was like an emotional cheating. Like she was like at some points in the season, she was considering like leaving Gordon and going to Europe with Hunt. Like there was at least parts where she was thinking about like like she was emotionally
Episode 8.
attached.
I mean, she was ready to
Yeah.
walk out that door till she played with the giant for the first time.
Sure.
Yeah.
Are we gonna skip the fact that the married guy is like, well, all she did was kiss him?
Well,
Yeah, but
We're just gonna ignore
married
that?
guy
Come on,
corner.
married guy corner.
Welcome back to Married Man Corner. No, well, he was way more upset about what happened with the computer than anything that happened. He didn't even address it. So that's why I was
That's
asking
true,
why
yeah.
would he be upset about it.
That's
I
true.
personally would be quite upset.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it would never happen because who's going to leave?
Hell yeah, man.
That's
such a
famous
catch.
last words, pal.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a combination of the two. The feelings get muddled up because not only did all of this information fall into Hunt's hands that he abused, she wanted this guy who was effectively trying to ruin his life, and he, in his own twisted way, he was like, I never stopped loving you, I never stopped believing in this marriage. Yeah, I wasn't really present, but that's just because I was doing this thing that you gave me permission to go do. So, like, in his mind, he feels that he's done nothing wrong.
Yeah, I think it was kind of a principled stand. Like, it was
Sure.
like, I should be angry about this, so I am going to be.
It
and
just
not
wasn't a very
actually be
strong
angry.
stand. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to sleep on the couch. That'll show you.
Yeah, and she knew he didn't have a leg to stand on, so he
No,
got...
Matt, he has 2 legs, I'm pretty sure.
Actually, no.
Wait,
Wait.
They're both
is
real.
Scoot a centaur?
Yeah. Did they CGI out his back legs and his tail for the entirety of the first season?
I believe it.
That
Yeah.
makes sense. That's why he shaved.
So Joe and Gordon go back to Cardiff Electric, and Nathan Cardiff closes the computer, and he's grumpy as ever. And
Whose name is on this computer?
Whose name is it?
Mr. Electric, yeah, you know, and he's like, you know, I own this thing. Why on earth should I let you guys get away with this? You really, really went behind my back and kind of screwed me here. And they're like, well, you're gonna make like $40 million.
Yeah, $40 million. We got 100,000 on order.
Yeah. And he's like, I'm old. What do I need with $40 million when I could just sell this company for $5 million and just kick back easy? And Joe does his Joe thing, and he's
Yeah.
like, it's about legacy and all the things that we're gonna change, and you're gonna give us each 8% of the company. And Nathan's like, hell no. And they're like, come on. And he's like,
No, they threw a bunch of like
Yeah.
megahertz,
Yeah.
They do what they
Yeah.
do.
coder words at him.
Well, my big problem with this entire episode, we got no John Bosworth.
yeah,
I was bummed.
he's in prison. He's
Yeah,
busy being in prison.
But they Bosworthed him where they just threw a bunch of techno babble at him.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, I guess you should be in charge.
Yeah.
Fine, you can split 8%.
Yeah, what do
Yeah.
you think, Nathan, about all these things, megahertz and whatnot?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I think you're still Yankees, and I really want to just shut this whole thing down.
Sometimes a prairie dog tells you he's going to pop his head out the hole. But if he doesn't, then you got a lying prairie dog.
I'm pretty sure that was in a draft.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was.
Let me write the writers.
So we also check in with Cameron, who's got a telephone repairman at her place, and it appears she has gone on a Joe MacMillan scale room trashing.
Yeah.
Post-room
No casualties left unscathed. Nothing left unscathed. The computer smashed, phone smashed. She
Must
just
have fell.
smashed.
It must
Yeah.
have fell.
Must have fallen.
computer guy's like, did it fall across the room?
Yeah, gravity actually shifted sideways for about 2 minutes, and everything flew that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you do when you go through a breakup.
Yeah.
Right?
And not just a breakup,
A big
but
old
like
breakup.
the
Screwed
gutting.
over, yeah.
The gutting of your dream and the thing
Yeah.
that you
Yeah.
were going to bring into the world that was actually going to make a difference.
That's what I meant by breakup.
Oh, sorry.
It's what you put into every relationship.
Yeah.
I just sob uncontrollably after a breakup. I don't really break anything.
I see most people as numbers, so I feel nothing.
Yeah. Jesse is just a big huggable robot,
Yeah.
like the thing in Big Hero 6.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that was based off of me.
That was based off of you?
Yeah, you should try and put me in some armor.
All right. So back at the office, the first shipment of test units has arrived, and Gordon is so excited, and he's humming.
Flight of the Valkyrie.
Flight of the Valkyrie.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
When
he's-
we were shooting that, the director was like, you guys only know like a little bit of the song, and we had to like all sit down and like learn. So it wasn't just like that one segment we were repeating over and over again.
Well, I feel like on some level it's even funnier if like he knows the song and everyone else is like da 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 da. Like, yeah. So like, can you tell us anything about shooting that day? Like, was that one of the last scenes you shot?
No, actually, the one at the very end by the truck was one of the last ones I shot. Yeah, just the whole thing. It was like, oh. But it was fun. That scene was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was like the giant.
Well, everyone's excited for once.
Yeah.
Come on, we deserve this. Yeah. And I love these boxes coming out with like the rainbow lettering on giant, and they looked so beautiful and period and huge as they should be.
Yeah. I was like, how heavy should this be?
Yeah,
like,
how was he able to carry that one box by himself? If they're all 15 pounds, there were at least like 4 to 6 computers in that one box that he carried out.
Man,
the big box?
Yeah.
It was already there, the big box.
Okay.
Yeah, he opened it, yeah.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
They had a pallet bring it in.
Yeah.
Okay. And
we didn't see that character.
He hands a computer to Debbie.
Yeah, there was one take where I was like, and then they were like, no. But I was like, okay.
Did you actually do that?
Yeah, I was like, just joking around.
That's really funny.
Well, that could be what happened to the computer.
Yeah, it fell.
It fell.
It was
Damn it.
so heavy.
Yeah. Gordon gives you a computer because you deserve it for putting up with his garbage all this time.
Yeah.
And it's the truth.
She puts up with so much.
A lot of garbage.
So much.
And never complains.
No.
Always has a smile on her face.
Yeah. So
happy.
we were so happy for you to get this computer, and then it's the one computer that has a problem.
Of course.
Just keeps turning off.
Yeah.
And speaking of gifts, before we go any further, I want to talk a little bit about our friends at Walmart. Walmart is sponsoring this episode of Halt and Catch Fire, and they have a brand new program called the Savings Catcher. I don't know if you guys are aware of this. It's a simple, easy way to save. It's the best thing I've ever heard of when it comes to savings. You don't have to drive over town. You know, like if you're trying to find the best possible deal, obviously you're clipping coupons, you're checking out prices, you're trying to see who's got the best price for what I want. Well, if you become a savings catcher with Walmart, you can enter your Walmart receipt and any eligible item, if it's that you purchased, if it's advertised for a lower price anywhere else, Savings Catcher will give you an automatic Walmart e-gift card for the balance, automatically. No hassle, no problem. You can enter your receipt online, or you can enter it with the Walmart app, and Savings Catcher does all the work for you. It's a guaranteed win for anyone who uses it. Would you use it?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah, everyone appreciates good savings. You can get their everyday low prices plus the best advertised deals in your area. I really appreciate that Walmart is making sure, like, hey, man, you know, we know that we have the best prices, but if someone wants to go so far as to step to us and say, hey, we have a better price, Walmart's going to say, no, you don't. We'll beat it, and we'll make it easier on the consumer. Big fan of that. So start using Savings Catcher today. Go to walmart.com/savingscatcher to enter your receipt. Awesome. Sweet. Yeah. All right. So moving on, Joe has come into John Bosworth's office, and Gordon makes this crack of like, wow, you're already setting up in here already? It's like, I'm just in here for the TV. You need to see this.
Shut up real quick.
Just shut up. Shut up. Shut up, Gordon.
Shut up real quick, Gordon, and look at this.
Look at this.
Giant remote I found.
Yeah. Nathan has put both Gordon and Joe in charge because Joe is a snake.
A rattlesnake.
Yeah. And Gordon
is a bunny rabbit.
Is a bunny rabbit who knows about computers.
Sometimes you don't check your boot for a rattlesnake, and you'll find that it's coiled up in there, and you already put your foot in, so you gotta walk around all day with a rattlesnake in your boot.
Thank you, Nathan. Thank you.
Yeah. And of course, they watched the very famous Macintosh 1984 commercial where literally a woman who looks just like Cameron throws a hammer through a screen and is basically them challenging IBM and saying, no, we can pave our own way, and IBM does not own the computer business. Yeah. Effectively doing what Joe wanted to do with Cardiff.
Yeah, I'm really upset.
Kicking
I
ass
never
at it.
made that connection between Cameron and the 1984
Me either.
girl.
Yeah.
Because she looks exactly like her.
Now I have to wonder if it was like deliberate from the very start with how they styled her.
I think it's got to be.
Yeah.
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 It's gotta be. Well,
Yeah.
What do you know?
That would make sense.
yeah.
1984 girl not wearing a bra.
Nope, not wearing a bra.
It's the 80s. You don't wear bras.
Really? Just shoulder pads.
Not
you just
like.
move the pads
What about
from here
Madonna? She
to your
wore a
shoulders.
cone bra.
It's different. It's not for support.
Okay. It's not for support. It's just for style.
Yeah.
Okay.
Self-defense.
I got this.
Yeah, and this commercial has thoroughly taken the wind out of Joe's sails. He's
Yeah.
got these deep doubts, and he doesn't have Cameron there to supply him with great ideas that will help supplant these doubts. Basically, that we've got a boring product here. It's not going to make any waves. Yeah, it'll sell,
Yeah.
but it's just a workhorse. It's boring. Everything that we thought we were doing with it is no longer relevant
Nothing
in the
special
wake
about it.
in the wake of this computer that has graphics and that can talk.
Yeah, it's not his dream. It's just another IBM,
Yeah.
basically. Like, he didn't really create anything like he wanted to when he set out. It's now just a soulless, really light computer.
Yeah,
That's
with a
hard-
handle.
Yeah.
That's hard to see in the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like just super business efficient. I think him seeing the Mac in the last episode when they're at Comdex
Yeah.
really kind of shook him to just feel like, oh gosh.
Straight to his core. What have
Yeah.
I been doing?
Yeah.
What have I been wasting my time with? Of course it's graphics.
Yeah, I should have listened to Cameron all along.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, he's kind of like really freaked out by this. And then, almost seemingly beautifully coincidental, we have all these issues with your computer,
Debbie's computer.
with Debbie's computer, and Gordon immediately goes back into a-hole mode, and he's just like, "What did you do to it? Did you drop it? This is an important piece of equipment. I gave this to you.
He went a little cray.
He was
Yeah.
really mean.
Yeah.
He was really
How
mean.
dare you throw this in my face, Debbie?" Ugh. Yeah.
What, didn't you say that there was like a few alternate takes of him?
Oh yeah, he was just like,
Oh God.
it's a joke.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's like that's like too far.
Yeah.
I mean, like
Yeah.
we got a lot of evil Gordon this week, but that would have been like monster Gordon.
Oh yeah.
Gordon
Yeah.
is a monster.
I know, like, Gordon, I'm thinking maybe they're setting him up to be the bad guy.
Well, I mean,
Like-
that final shot, he's alone in that boardroom looking like a corporate stooge and angry.
Yeah.
I mean, he loses that beard and he's
And he
become
gets that Porsche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the beard.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, he's kind of got a little bit of his like Joe on there, shaves the beard. He's got a Porsche.
Well, he's never been successful before.
Yeah.
And he lets it get to his head too quickly.
Almost
Yeah.
immediately.
Almost immediately.
He just goes out and buys a Porsche immediately.
Yeah, I feel like it's like there's that moment in Ocean's 11 when that moment in the Italian Job where they're talking about how much money they've got and they're just repeating like $18 million. Say it again. Say it again. I feel like he was just alone in a room and it's just like 100,000 units. Say it again. Say it again, Gordon. I just said it, me. Yeah.
Let's dig a hole.
Let's. He's so excited by this. And Donna's pretty excited too. She doesn't have to work anymore.
Yeah.
I did not like Donna for almost this entire episode.
Really?
I thought she was like, I just was not into her. She was like so like passive the entire episode. She was uninspired the entire episode. She just felt like, and then at the party she just looks like arm candy.
Well, that was really weird. That was not her at her best. But I feel
No.
like when she basically gets herself fired. I loved
Yeah.
this scene where she was like,
Oh, yeah.
"I don't want to be here, so I'm gonna tell you what's up."
I thought
Yeah, she pretty much office spaced it a little bit there. Like,
Yeah.
How much have you been missing your job, Donna? I would say I wasn't missing it at all.
Yeah.
I thought that was fine, but then the rest of the episode, she's like just
Kinda aimless.
getting high, doing nothing, and just like Gordon is screwing up, and she's not like calling him out like she usually does. She's just being kind of passive, and then planting ideas in Gordon to screw Joe over.
What do you think?
So I thought when she got herself fired, I thought that the plan was that then she'd go and work at Cardiff. Because at the last episode, Gordon finally acknowledged that everything was her idea, and that she's amazing.
Yeah.
And so I thought the idea was she'd get fired and then,
Go to Cardiff.
Go to Cardiff.
Yeah.
And then when she didn't, I felt like she was just waiting.
Yeah.
And then, thankfully,
He asked.
he offered her the job. Thankfully, because I was ready to hit him.
Yeah.
I was going to throw my TV across the room.
Yeah.
I feel like she's like in this transition, like this
Yeah.
life transition, probably of what happened with Hunt, and then just what is she doing?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, how do you react to that level of stress, and then all of a sudden, you've won. There's no need to struggle anymore. We're gonna be okay financially, and I don't have to be at this job that I hate, where I have all these bad memories.
Yeah.
You're not gonna immediately jump into something else. You need time to process.
And she even turns Cameron down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like.
Yeah.
Actually, a note I wrote was everybody won, but not in the way they wanted to. Because everyone kind of got what they wanted, but it's not.
It wasn't
It's
fulfilling.
not in the fulfilling way.
Empty victories.
Yeah.
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 Debbie got a computer, it didn't work.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of
Empty
backstabbing.
victories. Yeah. Yeah, and so Gordon immediately in his head, he's like, Joe did this on purpose. This is Joe being Joe again. He somehow
Did that not
sabotaged his
cross
computer.
everyone's mind?
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
The way
minute
he
it
was
happened.
saying
immediately
it, yeah.
thought.
It didn't cross my mind until he was like, oh, we have a problem? Well, then we should delay shipping and work on this killer app idea. We should really have an app. This is a good thing. This is a
Yeah.
good thing. And Gordon's like, oh no, you do not Joe me, Joe. I am your partner. Equal partners.
Yeah, we both have 4%, man.
And
Sitting
so
on 4%.
then they come up with an idea. They decide to get Joe out of the company.
Yeah, well, Donna gets high
Someone's pot.
Super old.
on
pot.
super old pot that just looks like nuggets of dirt. Like it's it's been up there for a while. It is
Dusty.
dry. It is brittle, and she bakes it into brownies. And Gordon comes in and he's like, "Here's what I'm gonna do. Right? I'm going to threaten to put Cameron in jail for all of this fraud. Right?" And she's like, "That sounds like evil."
Yeah.
And we're like, "You're right. It
Yeah,
does.
it does
It sounds very evil,
Uncharacteristically evil."
He's just Lex Luthor
And
in
he's
this
like, "Well,
episode.
I wasn't gonna do it.
So I was like, it's not evil because he's not going to do it. And Joe knows that he's not going to do it.
So then,
I think Gordon would have done it. I 100%.
I think-
prepared.
yeah.
I think if Joe called him on his bluff, Gordon would have put Cameron in jail.
yep.
I 100%
Yeah.
believe that. Yeah.
Because that's the thing. None of
Way to
these.
take my side.
Well, Gordon's never liked Cameron.
Yeah.
You know?
He has some respect for her, but not enough to not put her in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there are no sides here, ladies. We're all on the same team.
Yeah.
No?
You stay out of this.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's right.
Married
Isaac's in a
guy
bed.
corner.
Married guy corner.
That wasn't married. That was just a
putting out
me guy
fires.
corner.
Yeah. I hope Mrs. Johnson calls in. I would like
could
some
we get a
her
call?
feedback. Yeah.
Be a first if she watched the show.
Oh.
Now she watches it.
Okay.
Yeah, so Donna gets herself fired, and Gordon's got this beautiful Porsche, and he's like, "What do you think?" And she's like, "I think it is garish and it is ridiculous, and everyone's gonna be staring at us when we drive around in it. Let's go."
Like that felt uncharacteristic for Donna as well.
Yeah.
I
Like,
think-
she
Was
seemed
she still
like,
high at that point?
Well, no, she hadn't even gotten high
she
yet.
Gotten high yet. I think she was just kind of like a weird arm candy wife in this episode for most of the episode, where like she was just kind of like all of her convictions were lost this entire episode because she was in this kind of transition period and she doesn't have a place to go.
Well, I want to throw something out there.
Yeah.
I don't think that Gordon, Joe, or Donna knows how to deal with success.
Yeah.
I don't think any of them have ever had it
Sure.
before.
Yeah.
And frankly, it's scary when you've been pushing so hard for something and you're used to a life of struggle. To not have to struggle anymore makes people do crazy things.
That's true.
Right.
Look at every basketball player ever.
Well,
Every
except for LeBron James.
You
would argue LeBron James?
I'm pretty sure he'd done some crazy.
If that's the one thing that people send a comment about on iTunes, that's
will be.
God damn it! I know nothing about basketball.
I know a lot.
I just know what
basketball.
you've told me about basketball.
No, LeBron's never cheated on his wife, which is amazing.
Considering
for a professional basketball player.
Let's get off that topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might be sidetracked.
Yeah. So Cameron is working for this phone company, and she basically invents the internet. She invents a compression program so good that people are able to get games and information at a faster rate than is considered physically possible on phone lines. Holy crap. Yeah.
I think we should send this clip to Al Gore and be like, look, she did it, not
She
you.
invented the internet. Yeah.
And Al Gore will be like, sometimes a possum.
No.
I don't
Al
think
Gore
that's
doesn't know
what
anything about possums.
No.
Yeah.
He's from Texas.
Well, and he's an environmentalist, so I bet he knows something about
it is.
possums.
Yeah, perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, she invents the internet with and like is sending stuff to Yo-Yo.
Yeah, she's sending Jason Friday the 13th to Yo-Yo.
Yeah.
It's glad to see like almost all the characters back for the last episode. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Except for Boz.
Except for Boz.
Yeah.
It was weird hearing the modem dial-up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then realizing like I haven't heard that song. My favorite song.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that
Big hit.
sound in such a long time. And then that realizing there are people who are watching the show that have never heard that sound.
That's
Oh, wow.
scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
Because it's
Because it
Welcome
needs to be said.
It needs to be
Depression
said.
Corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. With Jesse
Old
Klein.
age
Jesse
corner.
Klein.
Finally, we found a corner for me. Depression corner. Guys.
So Cameron gets called into her boss's office, and they're like, we're going to go over every single bit of the equipment and the phone lines to make sure you didn't mess anything up. And she's like, you know I didn't mess anything up.
I'm Cameron.
I'm Cameron. I invented the internet. And, like, I want to know. He's like, who are you working for? She's like, nobody. I quit. Because she knows what she has.
Yeah.
And she knows that she has to get there before anybody else and apply it in a way that no one else is going to think of.
Do you think that's the only reason she might have applied for a job at the phone company? I mean,
Yes.
it seemed
yeah.
like a random selection of jobs.
Well, I mean, we have a guy fixing her phone at the top of the episode, and I have to wonder if that's a connected moment.
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he says we're hiring.
Oh, yeah, he says we're hiring.
He does say we're
Because
hiring.
she's like,
Yeah.
you got to do this. And
Yeah.
he's like, oh.
Well, we're hiring.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she uses her time there
She had
to
her
invent
own,
the
she
internet.
had her own wire
Real
strippers.
quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Real quick.
Took a second.
She invented the internet in 2 days.
Yeah.
2 days.
She's very
yeah.
smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a bright one.
Right. So she. So first of all, does she come to Donna before she and Gordon have sex on the floor? I would like to say yes.
I would.
Don't know. I don't think so.
I think it comes after.
Because
it comes after.
when Donna quits, she goes home. She puts the robe on. She's got some pigtail action going
Yeah,
on.
and she's like the kids are on a sleepover.
Yeah.
You want to have
our
your
own?
own sleepover?
Mm-hmm.
And then on the floor
Right.
with the same blankets that were on the couch previously.
Yeah.
And yeah. But good. I'm glad that they're connecting. I'm glad that they're happy.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a little forced on Donna's part because she's not quite sure what to do with herself now that she has no job and now that this computer's happening. Gordon's on top of the world, and Cameron comes. She basically poaches.
On top of the world, maybe
Yeah.
on top of Donna. I think that's what Yael was thinking.
Yeah, I
Okay.
was thinking that.
Yeah.
So Cameron, well, before she poaches all of the coders, Joe is trying to get them to come up with a blue sky app that will revolutionize everything. And he's
Yeah.
like, the sky's the limit.
To
You
be
come up.
paired with the giant.
To be a sales driver.
Yeah.
And he asks them all to come up with a killer app, and he sits them down. He's like, all right, hit me with your ideas. He's like, all right, a lunar calendar. What? So that you can actively track what phase of the moon it is whenever you want.
Like
on
in,
my
on your
birthday
computer.
in 1997, the
Yeah.
future.
Yeah. No.
He's like,
Yeah. And that's
Anything else?
Okay. Any other ideas? Okay. A simulator. I'm like, oh my god, flight simulator, the first flight simulator. It's like beekeeping.
It's actually a simulator.
Yeah, it's a simulator.
oh,
And Joe's like trying to maintain his composure. He's like, hey man, Killer app means something everybody needs, everybody wants.
Go big. Sky's the limit.
Anybody? And everyone's like,
What's your idea?
Yeah.
Yeah. And his idea is to go to Cameron. Once again.
Idea.
Yeah.
It's a good idea. She's
Goes
smart.
to her in the rain. Not really, but like it might as well be because it's at night. And he's like, I need you back. But he doesn't talk about it in terms of the relationship. He's just like, let's start our own company. Let's run away and start a company where you come up with ideas for me.
Yeah.
Let's go to California where you can come up
with ideas for me in a more convenient place for me to sell those ideas.
Yeah.
Please, I want you. I need you to give me your ideas. And she sees through it, and she cuts him to the bone.
Oh my
Real
goodness.
deep. Man.
She's like, I
Real
thought
hurtful.
you really were a visionary, but you weren't. You just repeated my ideas to me
Yeah.
I'm
and
a
made them sound
visionary.
like yours.
Yeah.
It's definitely a real heavy moment. I thought some of what he was saying was that he needed you. I can't do this without you. But I guess that was more like I can't do anything without you because you're the one with the good ideas.
Isaac and I had a heated debate about this.
Really?
Yeah.
I would
Let us
say it's
in.
heated.
Yeah.
It wasn't that heated.
Yeah.
It was maybe like 4 or 5 sentences back and forth.
Well, let's hear them.
Yeah.
But I was saying that Joe was probably just manipulating her, trying to get her back on.
Of course.
I do think Joe does have feelings for her, but right now, and Joe realizes that the Mac is the future, and that the giant is not his dream and not what he wanted, and so he needs Cameron to come back for it. And Isaac was saying it was more about love.
Yeah, but also like that, man, I don't know, that dig that you're not the future that she says to him.
Yeah.
You know, your mom, you're no different than you were when your mom let your hand go off that roof. I was
Yeah.
like,
You're just a scared child
My note was
with deep, open, sucking wounds in your chest.
yeah.
my note was just Joe sad.
Yeah.
So sad.
So
I mean,
sad.
he's not been like the greatest dude over the course of the season, but I didn't think he deserved that.
That was real.
What do you
Deserved
think,
it.
Bianca?
Well, I think the last episode at Comdex, he was like, we got to do this, you know,
Yeah.
and she was really heartbroken because that was everything that she had put it into. But I think she was just really, really, really hurt on both levels, like work and emotionally. But yeah, I felt the love from him.
Yeah. Oh, look who's on my side, Jesse.
But
It's not
Continue.
about sides, Isaac.
at the same time, it's Joe, so it's
Yeah.
like
How much
Yeah.
love can there be?
Yeah.
yeah.
Don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know
never
if Joe can really love her until he learns to love himself.
Exactly.
What would Nathan Cardiff say about love?
Sometimes a hummingbird says he loves the flower, but he's just there for its nectar.
Oh, that's poetic.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And accurate.
Welcome to a romantic corner with Jesse Klein.
Nathan
You
Cardiff
can't have
is,
two
Southern
corners.
He can have as
romantic.
many corners as he wants, Matt.
All right.
Well, I can have 4. It's a
Yeah.
Literally, okay.
This isn't a pentagon. All right. So
then
Cameron-
Joe comes back to
to the
Cardiff,
office,
and
and
it's empty.
Gordon's like, "Where were you?
It's 11:30.
It's 11:30. Let me show you what's happening in this office. Nothing, because Cameron stole everybody. They're all working for free, or like, yeah. Ask him where they are. It's like, they went to Mutiny,
Yeah.
and we're like, what's Mutiny? And it is the Cameron apartment, and she's spray painted Mutiny on the wall.
Punk rock.
Punk
Yeah.
rock.
Did you guys see shirtless vest in the background? by the
Hell
Was he
way?
there?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, he
Tristan.
was.
Shirtless vest was in the background.
Just there anytime she
What
gets
was he
stuck.
I was like, what is he there for? I remember now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the unsticker.
He's
Yeah,
for
he's the-
sticking things.
Yeah. But hey, she's not the boss. She's Cameron.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay?
that's
This
my title.
management style is going to backfire so badly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why would you say that, Matt? I don't know.
Well, just because, like, these guys are, they're kind of just drones. They need a leader.
They really
and
do, yeah.
also, I don't think she realizes how much she likes being in charge and how much she likes to be able to drive things. And also, if their company is successful and everybody's like, okay, so how do we get paid and how do we determine who gets how much, it's going to turn into, a massive cluster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna need secretaries to.
Oh my God! Yeah, can we get Debbie in there?
Spoiler alert: Debbie quits Cardiff.
Yeah,
we need someone to make sure the pizza doesn't get on the motherboards.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, so Cameron realizes we need a real adult here who knows hardware.
Yeah.
So she goes to Donna and she makes her pitch, and we're like, do it.
That was the best moment of the entire season. I was like, it's happening.
Yeah, it's all happening.
I remember when I was here, you brought that up, and I was like,
We were all like, that was our thing, is we want the main characters to be Donna and Cameron. Like, those are the
That's a
characters
story I
we
wanna
like.
They're the most likable characters. I mean, and Debbie on the show.
Why don't we three-bird it? We get Donna, Cameron, Debbie all together doing something amazing.
Yeah.
Gordon evil in the background.
Gordon, just the emperor, trying to make evil internet while they make good
Stroking
internet.
his beardless face.
I'd like to see Joe just wandering around.
That's
okay. Joe doing his Incredible Hulk thing.
I was about to say
Good. Okay.
Gung, gung, gung.
Gung, 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 gung.
All right.
We don't remember that song as well. We thought we did.
It's the sad piano music from the Hulk. I remember it now.
Yeah. Well, I think I was doing "You're Beautiful" by Daniel Powter instead. Okay.
So Mutiny, then we get Twistos.
James
James Blunt.
Yeah.
No, by James Blunt. Sorry.
Daniel Powter's
Daniel Powter is the "You Had a Bad Day" guy.
Yeah, I had a bad day.
Yeah.
He's the albino with electric
we get Namisco Twistos.
Yeah.
And
the Donna was eating like this.
And she tells Gordon, you do proof by giving here paper. And he's like, this is just a print driver. He's like, Joe won't know that. And Gordon reads it over. He's like, yeah, you're probably right. And they're getting ready for the launch
Did
party.
Gordon ever comment on the fact that she was high?
No, I don't think he ever noticed.
I think he noticed.
Well, he was eating something too, so I wonder if he was eating.
He minded.
I don't think he noticed. I think he just assumed that like this is Cameron when she's not working. Or Donna. Listen, all girls are they're all numbers.
Everyone is numbers.
Everyone is numbers.
Everyone is numbers. That's how he processes things.
That's how I process
So
things.
they're getting ready for the launch party of the Cardiff Giant, and Gordon he's nervous. He's got this suit, and she's like, "Oh my God, you look great." He's like, "Give me a minute."
She looked great.
She looked fantastic.
You know who also looked really great at that party? Debbie.
Yeah.
Cocktail
Debbie was
dress.
like showing some skin. Because everything else was like here.
Well, tell us about shooting that scene. I mean, it was like packed with people.
Yeah,
Was it a fun day on set?
It was. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, we had a giant ice sculpture, and it's always fun and like little food things everywhere. And there was this one scene where one of the engineers, like we're like making up our own little scene like in the background, because we're in the background in a lot of the shots, and he's like getting me to drink more. Come on, Debbie, drink more. Everyone's just trying to get Debbie smashed.
Drunk Debbie,
to see who takes Debbie home.
Oh no.
I'm guessing that home has a lot of throw pillows.
And cats.
And cats.
Well, I did notice that Debbie was standing in a circle with just males.
Yeah, they were like, they called me to set, and they're like, okay, you're going to be here for this shot by the ice sculpture, and it was just all guys. And they were like, no, just say something funny to them, and just show that Debbie is coming into her own.
She's blossoming like a flower.
Yeah.
And Gordon has shaved off the beard. He's success Gordon. And I alone among the panel thinks he looks great without the beard.
I think he looks 10 years older.
I think he looks older, and I was also very sad to see the beard leave.
I think he looks young and virile and happy.
No, he's like all like he looks plastered back.
It's weird. I'm not a fan of him without the beard, but I really hate that actual, like his specific beard.
Yeah.
I think if he had like a smaller beard,
like a trimmed beard,
like a scruff beard,
sculpted
He was like
beard.
a beard.
It was
He had a full-on mountain man
It was
beard.
very obnoxious to me. But seeing him without it, he's so different.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh my
didn't
God,
like it.
Scoot!
I
Look
didn't
at
like
you,
it either
Scoot!
way.
Yeah.
He's the only one who likes beardless Scoot.
I like beardless Scoot.
I didn't. I wrote a poem about his beard being.
Did you?
About beardless skin.
Yeah.
Yeah. It goes like this.
Yeah, Isaac, please give us the poem.
Gordon once had a beard, and then he didn't. Thank you.
Whoa.
Wow.
I like the minimalism.
Powerful.
I
Yeah,
like
very,
the minimalism. I like that you had to
efficient.
look to your notes for that. Though.
There's nothing good.
I like the imagery.
Yeah, it's really good.
So
you.
Gordon
Thank
and
you,
Joe have a little meeting, and Joe's like, well, and he's like, he has nothing left in him. He's like, well, how many had the problem? Just 1 in 100?
Let's just do it.
Just ship it.
Just ship it, man.
I'm defeated. I'm done.
We won't even see it in the profit margins.
Yeah.
And Gordon's on top of the goddamn
He's
world.
like, great, we're shipping? Hell yeah. Hey, everybody, it's time to
Donna, get over here in this
Donna,
room.
get over here and be my arm candy.
Well, then he gives her the coder ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then,
Yeah, that was
that was a really sweet moment
And
and earned.
Yeah, and she darfs him from the bottom of her girth.
Yep.
Yeah, and he'll darf her until the day he's off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Wow, that was cute.
Oh, you guys.
Yeah, guys.
You guys should get married.
I really kind of
Can't, Matt. It's not legal in the state.
I really want to talk.
You mean plural marriage?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's talking about polygamy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not legal.
I want to talk about the scene where everyone is like bathed in the sickening green light. Like they're supposed to be celebrating, but it's just like everyone looks sick.
The
and
party, yeah.
The
and like
party.
and like no one looks human in it. Like the entire scene, like everyone except for Joe, who's the only person who has a warm light on him the entire scene, where he has like a little bit of an orange. But everyone else is just like bathed in this really gross green light. And I think it is kind of just a visual example of like they sold their souls. They're not the giant isn't human.
Nope.
Like it's not.
They stripped its soul away.
Yeah.
It's like you said, it's just empty victories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a really like for me it was a real gross scene
Gross.
to watch.
Yeah. And it makes his excitement that much more gross.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what are you really celebrating? Yeah, you got money. And I think by the episode's end, he realizes just how empty it is.
Yeah.
But he takes everyone downstairs and he christens the first shipment, and he's all happy. And Joe has just been glowering this entire time, and we're like, "Oh God, what is he gonna do?"
I remember somebody tweeted, like, because they were doing like a live tweet. They're like, "I have a bad feeling about Joe right now doing something with these computers."
Yeah. Also, I thought, like, is he going to kill himself?
Yeah.
He
Oh,
looked
God.
pretty depressed.
That would be a shocker of a season 1 finale.
I thought when they got hit, it was gonna be Joe.
Yeah.
When they got carjacked, I thought it was gonna be Joe,
Oh.
like
Yeah.
just sad Joe hitting them.
That's what I
I
thought too.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be an armadillo hitting the Porsche.
Whoa, vengeance time!
An armadillo driving another Porsche.
Yeah, driving another
Yeah.
car.
They've
yeah.
been setting this up to be a sci-fi action thriller about
Yeah,
armadillos.
it's a slow
fighting back.
burn.
Yeah.
Yeah. With special guest star Gabriel Byrne. Would have been awesome. But in any case, no, Gordon and Donna get hit from behind, and Gordon gets out. He's like, "You hit a Porsche, pal. You better have great insurance." Gets socked over the head.
Yeah.
And for a second, I'm like,
They're
"Oh my
taking
God,
Donna.
dark turn. Donna!
Yeah.
And I'm just
Yeah.
like, they're about to kidnap Donna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is happening. And thank God they push her out of the car.
Thank
I mean,
God.
but
Yeah.
still terrible.
Broke her
Yeah.
arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and for a minute there, we thought, like,
Maybe she's
they
dead.
only push her out of the car.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, and I love the way this scene was shot, where it's just one take right behind Gordon as he runs over.
Yeah, camera shaking. Yeah.
Really, terrifying. Right there with him. Is she okay? They're really shaken up about it. Meanwhile, Joe has stolen the truck full of computers, and he has lit them all on fire.
Yep.
He will trash one more thing for our season finale.
He grabbed that truck, halted it, and it
caught fire. Yes.
Sure, he did.
That's what that means.
Oh.
No. Hate it. Really upset. But then they come
Time skip.
home. So,
Time skip.
right,
Yeah,
well,
time
before
jump.
that, they come home to this phone call, Gordon and Donna. And at first, I thought it was going to be that one of them was going to pick up the phone, and it was going to be a modem tone, and it was going to be Cameron basically trying to send a message. But no, I guess that was the call that, hey, your computers are all missing and burnt up.
And on fire.
Yeah. And we have this big time jump a couple weeks into the future
least.
where I guess this shipment of computers isn't that big a deal.
No.
Joe has gone missing. He's gone on walkabout.
He's gonna walk about.
He's gone on walkabout.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Donna, she's been kind of like paralyzed by this whole experience. She's got her broken arm. Gordon's taking care of the kids and running a massively successful computer company all at the same time.
Real paradigm shift.
Yeah.
Like she's on the she's on the couch not doing anything.
Yep.
Getting high all the time instead of drinking. There's a great relationship.
She's Gordon now, I guess, in this situation.
She's growing a beard.
Yeah.
She's wearing glasses.
I think she looks great with that beard, by the way.
I
will fight you.
Sorry, I apologize for distracting from the beard. I was really surprised at at Gordon's ability to actually make the lunches and get the kids the car and then run a company.
Well, he's self-actualized. Also, you know, he's successful for the first time. He's not caught in a funk of his own depression.
Sure.
Creamy
also
peanut butter is gross.
Yeah, so making some healthy choices for them.
Crunchy peanut butter is gross.
No, creamy's gross.
Yeah,
Apricot jelly is definitely gross.
Everyone doesn't want an apricot.
I love apricot jelly.
Yeah, I was like, I'm a fan of apricot jelly.
Well, kids don't mature in their tastes for a long time.
You guys are all wrong.
You get a good plum jelly going on.
Oh my God, sour plum jam on a burger.
Good. Oh,
Try
put that on a roof sandwich.
Yeah, on a roof sandwich. Yeah, sour plum jam.
It came back in the finale.
There we go. So at Cardiff, Gordon is in the conference room, and they're reading the review of the Cardiff Giant, which is it's efficient. It is a good investment, or like it's good for the price.
Yeah, it doesn't suck.
Doesn't suck.
Faster than most.
Faster than most. Hard to read outside, but decent.
We take it to the beach.
Yeah. And everyone's like, all right, so we did all right.
Yeah, what an adequate review.
All right, great. We didn't suck. Yeah.
It's a win.
And Gordon just like, what do we do now? Well, even before that, he's about to take the girls to school, and he runs back inside. And he's like, hey, that night, I was so worried about you.
I couldn't lose you.
I couldn't lose you, but also, I don't like seeing you this way. Come work with me at Cardiff. And she's like, finally, she kind of snaps out of her funk. She's like, you have no idea how much it means to me that you asked. I actually got another offer. I'm going to take it. And she's going to go help build the internet and distribute games over the internet. Yeah. And it's the best.
With Mutiny.
With Mutiny.
Yeah. Real nice speech from Gordon. These are the kinds of things he should have been doing all season long. Yeah. Encouraging your wife is a good idea.
Always a good idea.
Yeah.
So that's happening. Gordon asks, so what do we do now? And no one has an answer.
Well, one of them's one of them's like, if Joe's here, he'd have us building a spaceship.
And everyone laughs.
He likes yucks.
And Gordon's like, man, we should be building a spaceship. And we find out finally where Joe is. He's off hunting for his mother or for people that knew her. And we're really
himself a pickup truck. His hair is now longer.
We're really happy to see him this way.
Yeah, no product in there.
You know, he's being genuine. He's finding himself.
He did look good.
He looked good.
So good.
And Gordon is left alone behind the conference table, now CEO of the successful computer company, with nothing to do and nowhere to go. His dream achieved, but not getting him anywhere. Empty victories.
With just reflective surfaces below him and above him, just making him look real alone.
And real alone and real evil.
Yeah, and real evil, yeah. Also green tone again.
Yes. Okay, I think it's time that we make some group predictions.
For next season.
For next season.
Yep.
No, maybe we won't be.
We don't need the sound effect to make predictions. So, Bianca, I'm going to start with you because you're most tied into the situation, and I don't know what discussions you may have had with the creators about, like, you know, if there is a season 2, what Debbie would be doing. But what would you like to see happen in season 2 with you and with everybody? Pie in the sky, blue sky, sky's the limit.
If I could have everyone working together to do something to benefit.
I want to see everyone together. I don't like everyone all divided up.
Yeah, I think it was a great first season to show that, the side of that, what happens when you work that way and in the end. But yeah, I think if they're really going to do something, they need to work together.
Agreed.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I think that season 2 will be the success of Mutiny. I think Cameron will realize that she needs Joe to sell it because she doesn't know how to sell things. I think Debbie will move over to Mutiny because it will be
Debbie will mutiny?
Yeah.
And go to Mutiny?
It'll be the best idea ever. To have Debbie, Cameron, and Donna in the same office.
Yeah.
With all those nerdy guys not being able to make eye contact with any of them.
Get all their work done.
Yeah.
And just stare at the computer.
Gordon will either self-actualize and become a good person, or maybe just die in a fire.
No, I think Gordon's going full evil.
Full evil?
That's what I.
He's
That's
gonna
what
be
I
the villain
want.
next season.
Yeah, I would. Well, go ahead.
Yeah, I think Gordon has realized that everyone has left him, and I think he, like, the way his personality was from this season, he seems like someone that instead of admitting their problems, instead they're like, oh, you think I'm bad? Oh, I'll just be more bad then, and like go way further with it. I think he's gonna be real upset when Donna is like at another company that's competing with him as well.
Yeah. I just want to see Joe get to a place where he's one with himself and that he's achieved fulfillment. And I think that's the only time that he's going to be able to generate an idea that's not just building off of other people and really acting on what he's capable of.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the series finale is what that is.
Oh, man. I hope we get it sooner than that.
I think it's like going to be like a journey of self-discovery for Joe, because he's going to go up into the mountains and maybe find his mother, or maybe not, or whoever that person is. But then also the same thing of seeing Gordon like finally in power and success, but it just being completely empty, because it almost seemed like he was trying to be his own sort of version of Joe here at the end, and now that he's sort of become and achieved that, it's just going to be like empty for him.
Now
he's
what?
going to be alone at the top.
Yeah. All right, Bianca, I want to thank you so much for joining us again. It's always a pleasure to see you. What is your Twitter handle? Where can people find you? What are you working on?
B Malinowski 007 Twitter. I'm working on a couple of different things.
You got your web series.
Got my web series.
Yeah.
Working on some more. Just gonna do some more sketches, web stuff, and
where
writing.
What channel can people find that at?
Valley Girls. It's just the Valley Girls YouTube channel.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Yael Tygiel, where can the people find you?
The people can find me online at yael.tv. There they'll find information about the beautiful stylings from Siren's Boudoir. And you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Google+, at Yael Tygiel. That's YAELTYGIEL.
Okay, and Isaac Johnson.
You can find me on Twitter at Isaac Johnson. That's ISAACJOHNSON, and Instagram, The Isaac Johnson. You can check out my album on iTunes called All the Things We Are.
And you're also on the Ray Donovan After Show with
I'm
me.
also on the Ray Donovan Show Sundays with Matt Lieberman.
Yes.
The Matt Lieberman.
The Matt Lieberman. Jesse Klein.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at JessKlein1. You can find me the first Sunday of every month at IO West doing a live sketch show with Matt Lieberman here. This Sunday, you can see me on the Weather Channel in their original series Fat Guys in the Woods. Me and my two best friends go and survive in the hills of Tennessee.
I'm so excited to watch it.
Is this a real thing?
It's a real thing. He was on this reality show. I can't wait to watch it.
Wonderful.
And you can find me on Twitter at Matt Lieberman. That's MattLieberman. You can also find all my videos for SourceFed and SourceFed Nerd on YouTube and across a bunch of shows here on AfterBuzz TV. If you're not watching The Strain, you should be. If you're not watching Ray Donovan, you should be. Thank you guys so much for a wonderful season.
Yes, thank you.
Hopefully we'll see you next year.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.